Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 66 of Europa Universalis. Try that again, Europa Universalis IV as Ming. And we declared a war over here on Bengal because we had a mission to take some of their land. Now they were being guaranteed by Vijayanagar, but I was still allied with Mughals, so I've called them in to help. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Mongolia's over here kicking their butts, so I'm just going to concentrate on trying to take their land where I can. And I'm not too sure if I'm actually going to take any land from them. We could potentially... It's difficult to call because we don't have anything connecting it up. Unless I take all of Bengal and then we can just sort of try and eat straight through the middle. That might be the plan here. Mongolia actually lost that battle. I'm quite surprised by that. Although they were outnumbered, so maybe I shouldn't be. There's the rest of my coring done nicely. I think what I'd like to do is, as soon as I've got these sieges done, I might just march over there and give them a right good kicking to the face. In the meantime, let's move over here and actually do a little bit of unsieging on some of the land that belongs to Mughals. I could also go over here and siege out the rest of this land that belongs to Bengal, which we probably will. Let's go ahead and use these mercenaries to go ahead and do... Oh, you've got a long way to go around to get there, haven't you? Can you honestly not get through here? Yeah, come and get through here. It'll all work out in the end, trust me. Let's go ahead and siege that back if we can. Vijayanagar are moving away with their armies, so they're obviously a little bit worried about something. Mughals are losing a lot of forts over here, so we are going to have to go ahead and deal with that as soon as possible. Looks like Mongolia is going to go in and try and throw down. Or are they just going to try and retake the capital? No, they are going to engage again. Now, you already lost one encounter when you tried to engage their army. Maybe trying a second time is not such a great idea. And yeah, it looks once again like they are going to lose. So that's 2 battles in a row you've lost for me. It's a good job this isn't a war that's particularly fought on war score, because that would hurt quite a lot. But we will try and get some of these... let's just go and sit down there in that fort. The more of their forts we control, the fewer issues we are going to have with movement blocking us and stuff like that. But I want some of these forts. Right, this fort has fallen, so we can start moving up here and get ready to try and take these guys out. Kind of the plan that I'm going for here. Of course, if Mughals weren't too bothered about sieging stuff down here on the coast, they could actually move up there and help. But, you know, why would they want to do that? That'd be stupid, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I'm going to move some guys up here. If you want to move a stack into my stack, feel free. You're going to get stack wiped. At least you should do. And indeed you did do. Let's go up here to give these guys the numbers. Now we could grab this from Orissa and join this. I mean, we can take that anyway, to be fair. It's within coring range. We share a sea zone, so we can take those 2 provinces and leave Orissa alone for the time being. That's not a terrible idea. Right, you have all moved into that province there. Unfortunately, you are now running off. But we're going to go in and we're going to try and chase you down, I think. Not too sure where you think you're heading. Don't want to lead all of my armies too far away from them, though. That would be a bad thing. So let's get over here and take some more of your land. Right, you're all just sitting up over there. Colonies become self-sustaining. Excellent. Let's keep working our way around between Portugal and Spain here and sort of segregate them if we can. Still going fairly well over here, so I'm not too concerned. Let's start moving forwards with one of these groups at least. And I'm very much hoping that we get the tick on that and it falls. It did not. That was annoying. I'm just going to sit in there and take that back. Oh, go on. Please. Right, that fort fell in my favour. Looks like we will catch them if we do that. Oh, they actually walked away and then came back in. That was pretty interesting. Okay, so they got a couple of good rolls. They've got 3 good rolls there. 4 good rolls in a row. 5 good rolls in a row. 6 good rolls in a row. Lose a load of sailors that we're not bothered about. Okay, now they've finally had a terrible roll. Okay, we lost a lot of men in that fight. Because the AI got some brilliant rolls all sort of back to back. Let's go and chase down some of these smaller armies that have got nowhere to run because they're in enemy territory. So there's the Bengalese, or the Bengal army, stack wiped. And, yep, there is most of Vijayanagar's army stack wiped. Excellent. Now, I don't intend to give any land to... I don't intend to give any land away to Mughals here, so that's fine. Looks like there's a few units trying to sneak in behind me. I don't think that's going to work, so let's go ahead and move over there to intercept. This isn't stuff that's mine, so I'm not too bothered. Let's take that 30 stack and move them down here as well. Another colony has become self-sustaining. These colonizations are going very, very quickly. So that'll give us a border right next to Kamchadals, which we can use to take them out later on as well. So things in general going well for us. 50k stack from Vijayanagar down here. That's impressive. I'll give them that. So we need to start moving down here, ready to potentially attack them. They're actually trying to get on boats there with the look of things. So, what have they got here? 9 heavies, 10 lights, mainly transports. Let's go ahead and get our heavies. They're quite far away, so I'm not sure we're going to be able to get over here in time to do anything useful, but we're certainly going to come over here and try and do something. I don't think we're going to be able to get to them in time. No, we are not. We've lost a military leader, which is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and get a new one. Oh, you're pretty good. You're very good. 3-star general. So, where are you intending to take those ships? You're down here. Let's keep an eye on my heavies. Try and meet them wherever I can. If we can just sink the whole lot of them, that'll just make life very easy for us. Maybe they're coming down to try and get to our capital. Try and get around there if we can. Unfortunately, heavies are very slow. Yeah, I reckon they're trying to head to Japan, if I'm honest. If I have to use the trade fleet to deal with them, I will. Let's just go back and have... Bengal actually want peace. I'm not really interested in fighting Vijayanagar, so if I can just take everything I want from Bengal... then that's fine. Are you willing to give me everything you own and a little bit more? Oddly enough, they're willing to give me all of that, and that might be enough for me to take right now. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take that. That gives us a good little chunk to work from. So let's go ahead and move some of these units back out of there. You guys can stop forced marching. You can move back down here to deal with rebels. That is a level 8 fort, so it can stay, but they will need to be turned off. So let's go ahead and mothball the forts. Turn somewhere into a city, colonize somewhere, remove Orissa from the map. Orissa we can do. So let's go and work on that first. We've got some more cores. We'll just wait until these... well, these units aren't black flagged anyway, so let's just go straight into here and attack Orissa. We'll do it with our 3-star general. He should be able to do this very, very quickly. I can call allies into the war. Really don't need to for this one. So we'll go ahead and ignore that. The royal marriage with Mughals, I'm not going to take it because I might still attack them at some point. The heavies can just sort of stay up here now for the time being, I guess. In fact, no, let's take them back down to Australia because we do still have that those two guys down there that we want to deal with. Someone else is black flagged somewhere apparently. Okay, apparently you're not going to tell me where that is. Really? You've got 30 guys there and you don't have enough men to siege? Wow. Okay, not a problem. It's saying that I've got some black flagged guys, but in Sindh. Okay, let's get them out of there then. But yeah, this battle shouldn't be an issue at all. It'll take a while for it to fall, but it'll be fine. 13,000 ducats in the bank now. That's a considerable amount of money that we have right there. And then most of these guys are just sort of sitting around waiting for stuff to happen now. Looks like we're doing good though. That other trade fleet is almost up to 100 ships. How many ships can we have? We're up to 360 of 431. So we could definitely go ahead and get ourselves up to 150. So let's go ahead and do that. We've still got over 12,000 ducats left in the bank. So, Buryatia, you might be next on my list here. We definitely try and work down into India. So, that's a thing that's going to be a thing. What about down here? We still have a truce. So, we've got to wait on that one a little bit. How much overextension do we have? 29.6, which is literally nothing. So, I'm not bothered about the overextension. Let's reduce the national unrest. I'm quite happy for that to happen. Now, Bengal does still exist. And we'll have a truce with Vijayanagar for a while, but we can take out Chanda. We will need to cancel the tributary status there. So we need to sort of start cancelling all these tributaries, really. The reason I kept them around is because we were getting points from them. So, we were receiving money, we were getting tribute, so it was worth keeping them around, but now it's really not all that important. Gain some corruption for some trade efficiency and some prestige. Sure, we can take a bit of corruption, we've got the money. So things are going well. What about in America? Is there anybody else over here that we could attack and feed to anybody? Doesn't look like there is, unfortunately. Not until we get around and block Portugal in, unfortunately. There's a lot of empty space up here that we could be colonising, but I think we control a very good portion of America now. Speaking of which, let's get the Conquistador rolling. Is he done? Is our Conquistador finally finished? Has he uncovered all of the areas that he can uncover? Don't think he can get anywhere else. Let's just move him into empty territory and see if he can move again. But yeah, I think he's done, basically. Yeah, I can't give him the mission anymore. Can't move him into here. Well, we might have to get rid of this stack at some point then. We don't really want the missionary strength. Local unrest, it's only in one province, that's fine. Yeah, we never go for reverse course, it's completely stupid. Province has become self-sustaining. So we're blocking Buryatia in nice and easily here. Again, most of these provinces are fairly low value, but we're going to sort of completely encircle them. Siege is finally over. Let's go ahead and sue for peace here. That gives us next to no overextension. We will send our demands. Also completes our mission. Let's move the 20 stack out. So we've got to go ahead and core. And what do we have here? We've got either turn somewhere into a city or colonize. Well, we'll turn one into a city because that'll increase the value of it. The rewards you get for colonizing a province doesn't really speed things up for you. It doesn't stack. So I've already got that particular modifier. Which I believe is... where's my list of modifiers? It is... well, one of these ones. Okay, maybe I haven't got it. Maybe it's already gone away. I'm sure I had the modifier which increased the rate at which I gain settlers, but no, that's fine. Oh, now we gain a load of sailors that we don't need. Korean, we could promote that culture, but we're about to convert some of their provinces. So let's say we're going to convert all the Korean stuff. And we'll just promote a few of the others. So say we are working on some of the Korean provinces. Let's just have a quick look at that actually. How many more Korean provinces are there that we could promote? Probably a few. Actually quite a lot. Lost an advisor. Again, spending through our Diplo points here, but we do seem to be acquiring them quite quickly, so... Let's just convert all the Korean. Get rid of the Korean culture completely. Wow, there's more here than you think, isn't there? You've been good at video games for too long, Korea. Of obliterating your culture. -2 national unrest guy. Yeah, he'll do. So Vijayanagar has instantly gone ahead and we'll lose the mandate here. Because we are gaining mandate. We're not doing so well on meritocracy. Vijayanagar instantly declared a war there on Chanda. And tried to take a bunch of land from them. In fact, did take a few provinces from them. But we will go to war with Vijayanagar very soon. Take some more stuff from them. Now then, do we have enough... yeah, we could easily go and take these guys, can't we? So let's go ahead. Let's move around here with this stack. Manpower-wise, we could still have another stack of 30, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to grab a stack down here, and I don't think we will need more than one stack to deal with Buryatia, especially as Mongolia will no doubt jump in and help. So I'm not fussed on that one. Just want to get that guy there. We'll give him a leader. Give him the 3-star general, actually. He'll just roll face. If we go and give him Zilin, that'll be fine. We can go and take admin tech. We're massively ahead of time. If we can do this war quickly, though, that'll be good, because we are just about to take some more land. So maybe we'll just wait on that. Hopefully we won't hit the cap. Let's go ahead and give you our good leader, who is this guy, 6443. It just makes you feel a bit sick, doesn't it, really? Let's get you to go around here, because I want to jump straight in on their army, straight in on their capital. So it shouldn't take too long to get round there. Now then, Conquistador. You can't really do anything, can you? So let's just go ahead and get rid of you. The Conquistador will keep around as a general. He's certainly not terrible. We'll keep these guys around here just for squashing any potential rebels that we might have pop up over there. Let's have a quick look at Europe. Venice is still blobbing out quite nicely. Austria's been sort of squeezed. We've still got Memmingen and Oberschwaben in there. We've also got Württemberg. Hesse is still going. Brunswick is still around. Cleves is still around. Hamburg's done quite well there, but yeah, looks like England's sort of completely disappeared off the map. So yeah, some interesting stuff going on there. Denmark's still going strong. But let's go back to Ming. So we want you to get into place quickly as you can. You've got to go through a few provinces to get there, which is unfortunate. How much are we making in trade right now? Trade. 147. Sorry, 174 in trade. So we're going to jump on these guys. We are going to hit that cap, unfortunately. So let's just go ahead and spend just a couple of admin points on the capital. And that'll be enough to keep it going for a while. So if you guys wouldn't mind getting into position. And there you are. So we'll go ahead and declare a war here. And you can just basically jump in and wreck face. They are going to get away there, actually. Let's forced march in. Try and catch them. Right. There we go. Oh, flip. Natives don't care about. Separatists we kind of do. Let's come down and help out with that one. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Right, we should catch these guys now because we're forced marching on them. Now, we will be taking them in the woods in their capital fort. Mongolia are about to throw in another 37,000 men. I don't think they're going to be required. In fact, they're a little bit late to the party. So if you guys wouldn't mind just sort of spreading out and sieging stuff, that'd be fantastic. In fact, Mongolia, if we just set this as a target for Mongolia, if those guys will just go down there and attack them. Actually, well, I'll go and do it then. as you seem keen on just sitting there and not actually doing anything. I should turn the forced march off, because with forced march on, you don't... it does say somewhere. Increases movement speed to 150%, costing 2 military points per province moved. But it does stop your... it does stop you from sort of recovering morale. You can toggle it on and off as much as you want, as long as you're not moving. It doesn't cost you anything. It only costs you when you are moving. They've only got 2 provinces remaining here, so they're not going to do very well in this war. They're already down to 85%. They've got a 1 stack over here, 2 stack now, but that's going to get decimated in absolutely seconds. So we'll just quickly wait for that. There we go. It is dealt with. We'll detach a siege, and then we'll move our siege, our really good general, with the main army over here, and siege that out. Morale of armies, 15%. Like we needed it at this point. We've got some absolutely insane combat modifiers right now. 119% discipline, 8.75 morale of armies, 73.5 army tradition. Then we've got 25% infantry combat ability, 10% cavalry and artillery combat ability. We are not a weak army, not by a long shot. We can take military tech as well. Did we finish the idea group? I assume we must have done. We did. I'm tempted to take it, even though I am massively ahead of time. Tempted to take the admin one as well. We can take another thing here. Let's go for the reduced liberty desire of subjects on the same continent, although it's not really an issue, but we'll grab that anyway. They want to peace out. We're going to wait on that one. What is increasing the tech costs here? Ahead of time and increase over time. I mean, yeah, we could do it easily on both of them. I think we will. We're making so many points. So we can upgrade our cavalry. On the next... look at this now, 21 years ahead of time. On the next admin tech, we get another idea group. I don't know what idea group I'm going to take. Probably something diplomatic. I don't think we really need most of this, though, to be honest. I'm really not sure what I want to take there at all yet. So colony has become self-sustaining, and I went and screwed up and clicked on the wrong thing. Colonize Vestigen, V-E-S-T-Y. No, that's not quite it. That one there. Oh, you want me to colonize Greenland? No. How about we take that and cancel it? Because just no. Infantry types, it's actually cavalry that needs changing. That should be that done. Now I've got to try and find where that completed colony was. And what do you know, there it is. Conquistador, we actually need you. Let's go ahead and grab El Conquisto. And then you can move up here and we can see what we've got going. Fantastic. I think a lot of this land is pretty pointless because, you know, Siberia. One thing that they are doing in the new expansion that's coming out next week in Third Rome is if you're playing as... I don't know whether it's just Russia or any of the Russian nations, but essentially what happens is you can slowly colonize the Siberian wasteland without actually having to worry about natives at all. So I don't know whether you actually still need to use a colonist or whether you can sort of do it organically, but it sounds quite interesting all the same. Let's go in here and sue for peace. We want 100%, of course, and we want to take from them all of their money because they don't need it. There we go. There's a bit of Diplo power. We'll keep our guy down here. This is a level 8 fort, so we'll keep it. We need to do some coring. Luckily, we do still have some points to do that. And as soon as we get over here... Oh, we've actually found another nation. Would you look at that? We have lost an emperor. That's not an emperor, sorry. We have lost a general, which is unfortunate. but not too much of a problem. But at least now we've got somebody else over here that we can attack. A little bit of extra land that's all been colonised for us. I mean, we're definitely painting the land Ming beige. It's going well for us. We've also got these little ones down here that we can do, so that's not too bad. Let's just make sure that we get in here, because I want to tell this guy to start colonising before I forget. 3rd of August. Wow, we're not even into July yet. That is a long, long time away. So I will end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as Ming. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.